We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're the
team.
media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
Been the block.
Hey, so how long did you get a memo before you just got in on this session?
Might have been about 3 minutes.
Your interview.
Yeah, listen, bro. See, first they moved from 5 o'clock to 12. Then they hit me talking about, hey, can you be here at 11? Adam got to go do something with his daughter, right? No problem. I get there at 11. I don't tell the R&B, the team, I don't tell them nothing. We get done at about 1. I start hanging out. I said, that's the nigga Brandon in the back. I go in there. Everybody on pins and needles. Remo say, hey, Wack, what up? Hey, man, Memo pulling up. I said, okay, why you telling me? You want me to interview him? Nah, no, y'all got, okay, he got a problem. I said, well, we got problems and I need to be here. When he coming? 10 minutes? Okay, bring him through the back door. I'm opening the door. When I cracked the door, I said, oh, homie, you set me up. He told the nigga
that heart dropped.
Yeah, I said, nigga, I'm hanging out. I said, you niggas in change times, ain't slick. I'm finna see what's going on around this motherfucker. It's not slick. Y'all doing too much moving around. Y'all, what y'all up to? We gonna see who pulling up today. Me, what was like, bro, R&B bigger than that. Listen.
Oh, so he wanted them to just yank up real quick. You feel me? Just pick him up. You feel me by his shirt.
He's your 12-year-old, 11, 12-year-old little nephew. He just talked big. You'd be like, Bumpy, you'd have told him, hey, look, dog, go on, homie. Go over there, please. Because you already know. It's like, you know, listen, you got to be a booty bandit type and see him and want to just do something to him. So, you know, the booty bandit don't give they going for what they know. They don't give that's better for them. Like, or just a heartless, like, come on, bro, you know.
Like, just get the phone, dude.
I didn't even want to listen. I just addressed a little Durk when he come to. I didn't even want to get off until you know, because I'm like, oh, come on, man. Come on, bro. But a lot of them like that, bro. They be, you know, they real light in the ass, super light.
But how old is that? He about what? 26.
He gotta be. Yeah, 26. Between there and 28, probably some shit like that.
Yeah, he probably just one of them undeveloped little dolphins.
On dead homies, this real shit, a head up squabble, knuckle to knuckle, Rule beat the shit out that.
Oh God.
I got 10,000 Rule like dog walking. I'm telling you, bro. She was dog walking. I'm telling you, like. What, bro? I'm like, this is like, bro, you know them be drinking them Ensures and shit, niggas like that. That's what I'm talking about.
They have that special diet plan. They gotta keep that.
Love it. I know they. Let me see. Now that's 33.
Ooh, that ain't good. Cause listen, he right there, right up under me. So it's like, damn, brother.
Nah, I wouldn't have let Bumpy. I wouldn't let you do. You'd caught a case. Like I'm not trolling. You'd have caught a case.
Doing that.
Like, you would have caught a case, bro. I'm telling you, like some shit just shows it. Like nah.
Just leave it alone.
Bro. It's because don't know outside of the skills, the rage and vengeance that come with that child's happening. They like shit like that. You just don't do. It's like, I'm like, Bumpy, listen, bro, look, unless you just gonna smack him and let him drop and walk away, no. That ain't, you would have caught a case. straight up. Like you know, one of them shits where it's half blowing, you breaking shit.
Hell yeah. Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
you wouldn't. You don't want to do that. So, you know, some of these little dudes, you know, you got it, homie. You know, the look in them eyes was enough for me. You seen what was happening. Cause see, sometimes I gotta know they can get caught.
That's what that's what it is. Like just to see that, like, ooh.
Yeah, sometimes nigga I know they can get caught, and then you know once you see him, like you know what he was on, but he totally different. Man, go and let the nigga live. He alright. He know like you finna whack, you finna catch it straight. You been made this nigga heart stop. You gonna catch it. The body can only take so much, bro. Depending on what type of body you got. It's real shit. You know what I'm saying? You been hit a nigga. And I'm gonna be real. Another thing you gotta watch out for, bro. Some of these niggas be having real health problems and you don't know it. Some of these niggas got heart murmurs. Imagine you get off on that little and he got a heart murmur.
Ooh.
And you give him some chest blows real quick. And then pick him up and whop him and slam him with the forearm to the, you know what I'm saying? Like you being called a case, bro. I'm telling you. This is real shit.
Right, because that's the first thing I'm going for. I'm gonna try to
we get off and yap a nigga up and then flip it and curb him, and it be all kind of tactics going on, and he's still at the first one. We on the seventh. By this, some of these out don't even know they out. So it's just like some of these when you see that they not with the same energy that they was barking, and you know what could happen, man, listen. I seen that. I seen them headlines. And then it's crazy is you don't even get no stripes for it because, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, who is this? And then you feel this.
Look how these bees, man. These little
why you put your hands on that little ass?
Yeah, bro. It'd be bumpy. It'd been like me taking off on like our 12, 13-year-old little nephew, bro. Today, you know, the ones today, you know, they be still a little frail.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean, because I got a couple of them right now.
Yeah, you can't even get off on them the way your uncles got off on you.
Hell nah.
You remember how they used to tap us up? You can't do none of that.
I think me and a couple of them, probably to like the 94, I think we the last of that generation that got that.
You can't be tapping. They are little. I don't know what's going on. Like, they just little. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, when we get mad, we can't really gauge our strength, bro. It be all kind of shit wrapped up in that shit, bro. Don't beat and just had an argument with your girl or something that happened.
Oh, that's up.
You know what I'm saying? You hitting with some different type of show. You know, a lot of these people, bro, they perk babies and crack babies and shit. They be having heart problems, bro. You know, they be having shit going on. So you mix that with some violence coming at them, hand-to-hand combat, bro. You know, bro, you get to slamming the nigga on his head and, you know, all that regular shit we used to shit.
I ain't gonna lie, you really just gave me a perspective that I didn't even never think about, because that's some shit right there. How many's walking around with some pacemakers, some heart murmurs?
I'm telling you, bro.
I've never put that into perspective.
And then they doing drugs. So they you know, but they ain't gonna factor that in. They just go, you in there fighting to get a murder 2 or a manslaughter. They ain't gonna factor in. Already had a condition that he was on drugs. Now they ain't factored none of that in. They're gonna say the blows and the attack that you delivered is the cause of death.
Crazy. Man, hey, listen, make you think before you put your hands on the motherfucker.
Bro, when I seen him walk through the door, I was like, oh man, shit. R&B and them, they all on their toes. So as I seen in there, I said, yeah, come on in here. I said, man, you can't whack, you can't. Like Kiddo got a little weight on him, a little height on him. You know what I'm saying? Kiddo ain't no little dude, but some of these Eddie, 21 Savage, same way. He a little dude. So I told him on here, come on, bro.
See, I thought he was the one like how you say Kiddo. I thought he was one of the ones that's more taller.
That's like, come on, bro. I didn't see you face to face 4 or 5 times. You was a very nice little dude. And a lot of these, these rappers, they ain't really had to endure nothing, They don't even know what that's like to be in that type of situation. You know what I'm saying? Don't know a fight is the closest thing to death. And, these niggas ain't knowing what it's like when you fighting 3-4 at a time and, dealing with that type of shit and that real hand-to-hand coming at you with shit. They don't know. So when we come from that, deliver that shit, man, that shit is a shock. Nigga, that's like you being in the ocean and you see some shark fins. Nigga, hold on. You know what I'm saying? It's a shock. They do the worst thing they can do, freeze up first. And what does that make? You can't freeze up when it's coming.
Not at all. You're going to get your eyes. What?
Yeah, now.
What?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I be thinking, man, Wack getting soft on us. He be stopping shit. Bro, I'm saving you from post walking around that cell talking about, could I get a deal for 15?
Busting laps on the track.
Yeah, it was just a fight. Cause I'm like, I already be seeing where this shit gonna go. Like, bro, this shit ain't gonna turn out good, bro. It ain't. It's gonna be so bad, the cameras is not gonna see it as a mutual combat. It's gonna look like an attack.
So that's why we gotta pay attention to the ones we got that's like you, cause you gonna give us them signs and let us know, like, hey, leave that alone. Yeah, that ain't that.
Yeah, cause once it started, I already know what y'all gonna do. I know what that's gonna be. I know what that look like. I be looking at these niggas' eyes. I be seeing the fear of God in these niggas' face, man. And then I don't want to force them to try nothing stupid because they don't realize you already, you too late. So if you get to reaching, it's bad because we already own you. Little do we own that already. So like, man, don't even get this easy, man. Look, what's up, homie? Remember me? Oh yeah, man. What's up, man? Let that nigga live. Look at this. You gonna look at this nigga? Look at this nigga, man. You gonna hurt this. And if you force him to a corner, and he try to do something else, all of us gonna catch one. He already acting like he don't remember. I'm about to do that post. I'm giving all amnesia passes.
Amnesia passes is diabolical.
Real shit. Nigga, you know you been talking crazy and reckless and running to a man, what's up, man? Hey, man. What's up, man? Hold on, shooter. Man, you know that nigga was just, you got it, homie. Who said they had the content? Was that A-Rod? That was somebody I heard said they dropped it in the chat.
We're ready when you are, Wack.
Let's do it.
Here today, me and Remo, we're waiting on Traplo Ross, and we're having to sit down with one of the top living American Chicago representers.
You know that. And he been trendy right now, too. He got a lot going on.
Yeah, MEMO600 in the building.
Shout out No Jumper, man. It's Big 60. Y'all know what's going on.
Let's go. It's probably the third, fourth time we had you on here.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
For sure.
Okay.
It's a lot. I don't even know where to start because it's been so much shit. Like,
I know where to start.
What's up? Said you were leaving.
We got open field in this.
I got a call from the Shy. Said, you know he on the West Coast. It's only one place he can be.
Yes, sir.
So I double back.
It ain't though.
I double back.
He's topping out.
I'm always
Listen, this is my first time laying eyes on this young man. And he been running around for about 2 years. Probably 3, running it up. Now I'm gonna tell you, see, what kind of respect is that for your elder?
Oh my God.
Hey, didn't you even send me? You ain't sent me so Air Force One, cause you done got a little bag. You told the people.
A lot of bags.
I told him to diss Durk.
No, see, you wording it wrong, gang.
That's what you said.
Here in the clubhouse.
I ran with that narrative.
Did I say that? Like,
all right,
no, my words exact. Before y'all say anything, I said I felt like his intentions were. I didn't say, oh, Wack want me to diss Durk. Ooh, I said I felt like.
What I tell you, my relationship with Durk was.
You say you was cool with Smirk, but listen, how you was coming to me, like all the questions was about Durk. Like, if you coming to me to work with me,
questions?
The questions should be about me.
Okay, now hold on. You told me you had a thing with Durk through Empire, right?
Yeah.
I called Ghazi. Ghazi say, Wack, it is some paperwork on my side. If you working with him, we'll release him. Respect for you. Yeah. He said, buddy, on paper with Durk. You sure, Ghazi? I'm sure. So I call you back. I'm not going to step on Durk toes. I got respect for Durk. Me and Durk could. The minute Durk look up and see Wack promoting his artist, now Durk looking at me crazy. So you told me, Wack, your business with me. I'm like, nephew, it don't work like that. If you got some paperwork with somebody, we got to clear them. If Durk gonna release you, tell him send us a release. Now, he come to me through Kiddo. I don't really know him. I pull his numbers up. Oh, he got some numbers. People know who he is. Kiddo Curry brought him to me, right?
I was gonna say different Kiddo.
Yeah, nephew brought him to me, right? Yeah. Well, y'all know another Kiddo?
Yeah.
Oh, if I want Kiddo, we talking about Kiddo Curry.
Y'all got a sauce. Like, all right, keep going.
No, so no, this real, right? So I want so I think he got a little irritated because I was keeping it business. I needed from Durk. He was ready to move forward. He was ready to go to the studio, get to work. I needed from Durk.
All right, this the Durk.
I'm really him.
This Durk really message right here, all right? Which one you want me to read?
The part about him. I'm really him, gang. I don't gotta,
And Remo would never lie.
All right, so look, this is a DM from Durk. It said it's not even that deep. With us, everybody wants us to war. I refuse it. I refuse to war with you. I'm chasing the bag. Blood, that WACK100 shit don't fit none of us. I'm gonna tell you because nobody ain't tell you.
Okay, so he wasn't
just him telling me not to.
Basically, Durk.
Okay, but hold on.
Being a man, I'm not a yes man.
But hold on,
I'm gonna do what I want to do.
But this is my thing is, I didn't come find you. Y'all came find me.
Yeah, for sure. It wasn't like folks came to me like, man, I think you would be good working with Wack. Ooh, he get a lot done. In my head, I'm already knowing you got shit going on. I took it to myself to go,
Blueface scheduled to go to tour. I hear Blueface.
That's
I say
Blue. Me to go on tour.
I say Blue say shit, Wack. I ain't tripping if it'll help if he can come on tour with me. It was love, right? Yeah. So my thing is, right, I wasn't gonna step on Durk toes having him looking at me crazy because he didn't told me he signed the Durk. So my thing is, if Durk ain't tripping, get the release.
And what I do, got the release.
You never sent me the release.
I had to get it first, gang. It take a couple, I had to get in contact with the lawyer. I got the release on my phone right now. I can show you that too.
Okay, so
let me ask you this. After Durk sent you that, did you change your mind or even what?
No, I thought, because that's my homie in the streets, like real homie. I grew up with him since I was shorty, but I'm my own man, gang. I still was with him. But at my head, I'm like, see, at the time, me and Durk had some shit going on. So everybody looking at it, I feel like some people gonna pick this side, some people gonna pick that side, some people gonna say, I feel for y'all, we gonna see how. Yeah. But the questions was, you smirking, ooh, all that 6ix9ine shit was going on too. I ain't even bring that up. He did Savon and all that.
What's 6ix9ine shit?
Was saying,
6ix9ine been doing that.
I understand that.
That ain't what that got to do with me.
No, but you were being best buddies with 6ix9ine when 6ix9ine was doing the most disrespectful shit to the BDs and O-Block in general at that time.
First of all, hold on.
But
I don't manage 6ix9ine.
That's not.
I don't manage.
But you were co-signing them the same way where Big U and all these Crips got mad at you for co-signing them as well.
Nigga,
obviously, that was very problematic.
You think I give what a Crip getting mad at me about? Is you out your dumb ass mind?
You tell us moves that you make to avoid having problems with different people that you are affiliated with all the time. So don't act like that's the one thing that you wouldn't change based on what your affiliates would think of it.
Did I change it?
That's how you.
No, but I'm saying, well, I mean, you ended up not working together because he's a psycho.
Who didn't not work together?
You and 6ix9ine. You're not his manager anymore, right?
I've never been his manager.
You were banging 6ix9ine's manager at the time.
Heard me say I was 6ix9ine
You used to say you were his manager.
I ain't heard it. Look like you was at one point, though.
No, look like
I thought he was.
the artists I manage, what do I say? I'm their manager.
Yeah.
I do business with everybody.
The bigger thing is that you don't know how to push an artist unless they have animosity towards a bigger artist. And that's his issue.
You get
that
that
he
from?
took issue with.
Where you get that from?
You only
Ain't no
thrive on
artist I
drama.
ever pushed. Is
wrong.
Who did Blueface
That's
have
what I'm
animosity
saying. Blueface
against?
ain't had no beef
You
with
a
nobody.
stupid ass lie.
But he helped him build from the ground.
No animosity.
Not saying that.
Blueface
I've never did. The only music business I did for 6ix9ine is got him a Kodak Black feature, which Kodak Black dissed him on his own shit. And what Wack do? Deliver Black $1 million check. Dead homies. Now you tell me where any of my artists, Wack was pushing dissing. Who? 6ix9ine ain't my artist. All the dissing he was doing had already been done.
Okay, check him out. Clock that.
Huh?
Clock it.
No, this real shit.
I feel it.
I did a podcast with Akademiks, which I did for who? Akademiks, right?
And Clout. And Clout.
No, I ain't
you on camera with 6ix9ine.
No, I didn't. Akademiks said, Wack, can't nobody box this dude in. He running through all these interviewers. You a street, maybe you can box him in. And I'm the only boxed him in.
But you didn't.
You can't box him in.
You glazed him. You took him on under your wing.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
That didn't happen till 6 months later.
You wanted...
They call me right and say, Wack, we got 3 shows, $500,000 a show for who? 6ix9ine. Hey, Act, what's dude said on the same number? 6ix9ine, they got 3 shows, $500,000 a show. You want them? Yeah, Wack, what you want? 20%. He said, okay, run it. All my business is through an email or text. I ain't never heard me say what you. I tell if you do your job, then I can't do business with him. The problem is there's these weak ass streets want other niggas to do their job. I don't give a f that man told on. Everybody he told on, I ain't never seen a day, spent a day. Don't give a f about them, they mama, they daddy, or nothing they stand for. Now, if it was one of my people, then I'm gonna deal with it differently. My homies will tell you, 6ix9ine ain't never met now one of my homies, been in my neighborhood. I don't do that woody shit they just did. Ain't now one of my homies ever been in this man's presence. When I did that podcast, we was 15 deep. It was Rolling Loud weekend. We deep was, you know I went over there with? My baby mama and my 2 daughters. That's it. So I don't know what y'all talking about, but I do business with everybody.
Why are you talking about 6ix9ine? We're talking about you trying to hype him up to go against Durk.
He know I never said that.
No, I ain't say that.
You tried to put the battery in his back. You grabbed that 9-volt and you tried to shove it in.
Real. I'm gonna tell you why that would be the dumbest move for me, right? Yeah. First of all, if he telling me him and Durk is good, right? I need that relationship to stay solid. We talking about Chicago. We talking about Chicago. Yeah. Either I put him in a position where his ass get smoked, or I put him in a position where we get him hot. With anybody from a city, it don't even gotta be him. It could be naysayers, followers who think that's what might want him to do. That's why nephew in there now, right? He ain't stupid. Ain't no way Smirk will be out here in the city calling that type of dog on that. But if it's moving on their own accord, you always gonna get the backlash. He know my thing is shit, he good with Durk. Okay, I got the whole Atlanta. You was moving around Atlanta.
So you asked me that too. You even called him.
I called Chief Keef. Yeah. Chief Keef say I'm good with him. I'm setting up to play. What the talking? I called him. I said, yo, bro, he like, nah, Wack, we good. If you feel I do something with him. I hit my artist, yo, Blue, I know you don't know him, cause we put him on the tour. He like, whatever you need, let's rock and roll. Why the fuck I turn around and do all that and say, go at one of the biggest rap from his city?
No, that's what the thing came in at. It was the hearsay shit. All I said was I felt like, and everybody came to you was, oh, he's saying you try to, no, it wasn't.
But I don't know how you feel.
What made you feel that energy though?
I said it 1,000 times. Yeah. It was just all a questioning about Smirk. Like, if we working, it's going to be a question about, but at the time, I didn't understand the music and like how y'all work. You know, now I understand.
You
like,
get why I'm like.
Now I understand.
I'm
but
like,
back then,
because nephew
like,
called it about studio.
You trying to get us
he called it about studio time. This is business.
Bro.
So the minute I start doing these things, I'm stepping in the position of label or management. But yet I can't step into those shoes if he already got a label.
Oh, by the way, I'm an independent artist. I ain't under no papers on all my masters, all that under new management, savvy, you know, all that. My shit together.
Yeah, so and these days I tell people like I tell you this. The worst part about dealing with the streets is they don't understand business. The fact now he understand why I was asking the questions.
Minute, so I understand.
The fact that he didn't understand, bro, the minute I get to, I'm already making calls. You was on the calls.
No, for sure.
Chief Keef, I'm calling Blueface. I didn't call down south. I'm calling producers. I'm lining it up. But the minute if I'd have pressed play and we got to running around the way I was doing, boom, and Durk took that some kind of way, it's gonna cause a problem with me. It's gonna cause a problem with him. Cause now I'm like, nigga, I just spent 100. He like, Wack, that's on you. You knew the nigga was signed to me. Why you didn't check in?
How you feel though that when I just read the DM though, Durk told the nigga not to fuck with you?
That's cool. That's Durk's. Me and Durk ain't never did no business. We just always had a mutual respect. What I respected about Durk is I watched him come up and pay Durk. And then I watched when he moved to New York, the nigga was moving around by himself. I used to see him at the clubs and I watched him reinvent himself and come back up. Listen, I came into the game with the odds against me, right? It's a lot of people, they told Blueface, they tell a lot of people not to with me. But those that with me and see what it is, they quickly understand either it's some hate over there
respect,
or it's some bullshit over there,
like
right?
Myself, how you move and how niggas think about him, they feel the same way about
See, let me tell you what he knew.
That's why
he knew all the calls I had made for him. He knew that. He knew I didn't call Ghazi, I didn't call Chief, I didn't call all these lining it up. I just want to make sure before I step in it, I didn't A, stepping on his toes, B, get him into some shit, because they could have looked at him like you on some snake shit, because you know you up on some paperwork.
About Memo, I don't care with nobody. I'm my own man, gang. They could give me advice and all that, but they know they can't tell me what to do.
Yeah, but you can be your own man, but when you come into contracts, that man is tied to that contract.
Listen, my contract is different from any other nigga contract. That's my real brother, gang. Like, if I say I don't want to be with this, all that label shit, all that business shit, gang. All right, bro.
Okay, white boy. Are your ancestors going to acknowledge what he say verbally, or they going to want to see a document before they spend some money?
My ancestors aren't involved here. I'm actually not even involved.
No, bullshit. Let's keep it real.
No, I feel what you saying. But I'm telling you right now, if you come to me and say, I want to work with you, we got to see what Durk say. I'm going to tell Smirk, I want to go work with Wack. He going, is you sure that's what you want to do, brother? We know we got
now, guess what? I turned this nigga
that out. Just make sure that's what you want to do.
I turned him into a Kendrick Lamar, right? And ain't no release. Guess what happens? Wack, get out the way. He ain't even got to say nothing to me. He going to use that man in that office over there in that suit and tie to serve that paperwork. And guess what I'm going to have to do? Get out the way. But guess what? When I go to my label to get the budget, guess what they gonna ask me for? Where's the release?
I ain't gonna lie.
So when I walk in my
looking at it as some label and some executive shit, one thing about that man, gang, he is a real genuine nigga, gang. If I come to him and say I want out, gang, well, he don't want to do no, he not gonna go through all that business shit. He gonna tell his people, his lawyer, I forgot the nigga name, Josh, he gonna tell him, look, Memo, I want Memo out.
Josh Barber.
Yeah, he gonna tell Memo he
always remember this.
He did. When I said I wanted out, we came to a mutual agreement and we got out there.
Always remember this.
Shit, I would have deal with
in corporate America, documentation beats conversation.
That's what we did. What we do? I showed y'all the documents. That's what I still got the documents.
No, you didn't show them to me.
That's because I had to get them. I came to you first. I just want before I get out, I want to make sure.
All I'm asking for
together
is the release. I called Ghazi. Ghazi said, Wack, we'll release him. If you doing, we'll release him. I called everybody I felt I was going to need to give him what he needed. Tours lined up, producers had you lined up, all that. I was finna send him.
It was until that shit
before I start cutting that check, I need to know what I'm investing in.
Yeah.
Because if a nigga right now go give my artist some money and do a bunch of shit and blow up and get a hit, I'm gonna have my attorney send the paperwork in and I'm gonna claim everything and shut it all. Either I'm gonna let it rock or I'm gonna shut it down. It's that simple.
Bro.
I don't even got to beef with you. I ain't got to run into you in the street. I ain't got to do nothing. All I got to do is send a document.
So are you guys good now? What was the recent flare up? What was the flare up?
Chasing?
Yeah, what was the flare up?
Oh, it wasn't that. See, you still taking it as I said that shit. I didn't, gang.
If you go to the damn internet, that's all you see.
Show me what I said physically Wack tried to make me beef with Durk. I didn't say that.
Find it. You said it.
I didn't, gang. So I said I felt like...
I remember that being a Say Cheese title or something at one point. But
it might have been some clickbait.
That's some clickbait shit. But in my head, I'm like, this what it felt like. I'm not saying this what it is. I'm not saying, even if I did feel like that, I'm not gonna go to the internet and say that, bro. I've been media trained before.
Listen.
Nobody ever media trained me. How many times I've been on this bitch and I know how to move and y'all to watch niggas be on it, bro.
So you what, a GD or BD?
I ain't GD or BD on Steve.
You not neither one. I don't be knowing. I don't know how that shit work out there.
I'm from 600.
Also, y'all totally different. Yeah. Cause I was gonna ask him how they feel about 1090.
He ain't a GD.
I don't know.
Yo, he don't care.
Oh, 1090 Jake.
How you feel about, he got some paperwork.
The Larry Hoover situation.
Oh yeah, I don't know, gang. Larry, I feel like he probably do. Back then, that niggas was doing shit to get around. I feel
That's
like
a fact.
He snitched, gang.
That's a fact.
I feel like he
definitely got some shit.
I mean, unless somebody got a good argument for why the newspaper's lying, it seems like
Larry
what are we doing?
Snitch. I don't get was King David. He probably, do what they do to get out of there to their family, gang. I got a million behind me, gang. Well, I don't get a millionaire. I want to make it home to my family, gang. Look at all these snitching right now.
You also got to keep in mind that, like, if you get locked up right now or if you get an interrogation, you're already thinking.
Bro, I got a million interrogation
witnesses. You're right, but we all know now that if you're in an interrogation or if the cops have you on body camera or whatever, that there's a very good chance that shit is coming out. Obviously, in 1968, nobody was thinking about that shit. Yeah. Even getting a copy of the newspaper was probably a big deal back then.
That shit was gonna get out. Even if they did, they thinking at the moment right now. Like, man, I gotta get home.
I'm gonna let him do his thing, but I'm gonna be real.
Snitch stand for shit, nigga, I'm trying to come home. Think about it.
I will tell you this.
Shit, nigga, I'm trying to come
1090, home. He got me in a trick bag because he told me to provide something. I got to sit down with him face to face and read it, right?
Yeah.
Because I didn't think he had. I was defending him. But he got he got an atomic bomb bigger than that. So he gonna shake the whole Chicago.
Oh, this was somebody from Iraq or just Larry?
Just Larry.
No,
another one. He got more Chicago drop.
That's a fact. I told him, where you get that from?
It's killers everywhere, it's snitches everywhere, it's bitches everywhere in this field. We not the only turned city, gang. They only praise us because the rap shit, gang. Nigga, Akademiks, gang. There's so many
Akademiks put the light over there.
New York,
he did.
Act put the light over there.
Gang, we not the only city they only praise us because the Chief Keys, the Dirt, we loud with our shit.
There's infinite people getting killed in Philly and New York and all these other places, but the people don't really become famous. But meanwhile, Chicago's the only place where, like, obviously, you're going to get views if you interview the top rappers, but there's these dudes who are, like, under the big rappers or are just associated with them that can go. Look at the Bezu interview that we did. That was, like, one of the biggest interviews we ever did. And it's like, you could be a huge music fan and not know who Bezu is, but he's an important part of that.
Chicago produces, when it comes to the up and coming underground where don't nobody know, they got to, when it come to this podcast shit, anybody sit down from Chicago does numbers for some damn reason. I could bring you an underground dude there from Cali, nobody know. You know that.
The lore is
a lot of lore.
There's a lot of lore numbers, especially if they got me and Wack on this bitch. They've been waiting on this.
Speaking of lore, why don't you see your ass out of here so we could get a real street professor in this bitch?
I got you.
I bet.
If you want to talk to Wack, just dial 911. They'll connect you.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
What's good, YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV, where the business always gets clear. Hit that like button, subscribe, and don't miss a second of this fire. Now, y'all heard the content. This one was a little spicy. Wack confronted MEMO600 on No Jumper, live, direct, unfiltered, and then reacted to it and said he was too light. If he would have had to put hands on him, it would have went all too bad. He don't weigh enough, and some of these guys just ain't built like that. He even violated him. My book destroyed him and said a female would drag him, and he would put 10 bands on that. So, like I said, y'all heard the content. Wack walked straight into Memo's own interview with Adam 22, cut him off, and got all the smoke off his chest. Now, here's the backstory. Memo been moving a little funny behind the scenes, and word got back to Wack, and Memo allegedly told Durk that Wack was trying to instigate beef between them. Wack caught wind of it, said say less, and pulled up. Now, Memo was mid-interview at No Jumper, talking that usual industry safe talk when, boom, it wasn't even 30 seconds. Wack storms in like a hurricane. No warning. Great pressure. Wack ain't hold back, as you heard. Look Memo dead in the face. He told Durk, he's trying to line y'all up, man. Memo tried to downplay it. Looking over at Adam 22 like he wanted a lifeline. Wack wasn't letting up. Come on, man. Whole room froze. You could feel the tension through the screen. And Adam didn't even know if he should cut off the camera or let it roll. But you know, Wack made sure roll, kept the content going. Memo tried to clean it up, saying it was miscommunication. And Wack wasn't having it. But they finally got the business clear at that point. The whole vibe shifted, and Adam looked like he witnessed a car crash in real time. But the bottom line, Wack crashed the party and got the business cleared. No sneak dissing, no behind the back narratives, just face to face pressure applied. Now this ain't over though. Let's see if Durk is going to respond somehow. Let me know what you think about the content in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive WACK100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 43,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate y'all checking out Clubhouse TV.